Well, for decades, the West Asia, it has been known for oil. Now, another race has begun, a nuclear race. Saudi Arabia says that it wants civilian nuclear energy, electricity, clean energy, future technology. On paper, that sounds completely normal to you, right? Many countries operate civilian nuclear reactors. India does, France does, Japan does. But when West Asia enters the nuclear conversation, the entire world starts paying attention. And you know why here? Because this is one of the most sensitive regions on the planet Earth. Iran already has a controversial nuclear program. Israel is widely believed to possess the nuclear weapons, although it has never officially confirmed. And now, Saudi Arabia wants nuclear technology too. Naturally, questions are being asked. Will it remain only for electricity, or could it one day become something much bigger? Well, that's exactly where America has stepped in. US Secretary of State Mr. Marco Rubio, he has made Washington's position very clear here. America is not saying Saudi Arabia cannot have civilian nuclear technology. No. America is saying that if it happens, it must happen with strict safeguards. According to him, if American companies build Saudi Arabia's civilian nuclear program, Washington will have greater oversight to ensure it cannot be turned into a nuclear program. He also warned that if Riyadh partners with another country instead, the US would have much less influence over those safeguards. But yes, there is another message that is hidden inside Rubio's statement: competition. Because today, America is not the only country selling advanced technology. Russia is expanding its nuclear export. China is investing across West Asia. Every major power wants influence here. Every major power wants long-term partnership. And nuclear energy, it creates exactly that. These projects last decades. They create economic dependency, political influence, and strategic partnership. And that is why Washington wants Saudi Arabia inside its own technical ecosystem, not someone else. Well, for Saudi Arabia, this is about Vision 2030, modernization, diversifying beyond oil, building a future economy. For US, it is about influence. For China, it's about expanding its footprint. For Russia, it's about opportunity to challenge Western dominance. And yes, talking of Russia, here is another controversial statement. The whole world knows West Asia is burning, missiles are flying, countries are choosing sides, and now another major power has entered the conversation. Not with weapons, but with words. This time the message came from Russia, and it is directed straight at Washington. Russia's Foreign Minister, Mr. Sergei Lavrov, he has strongly rejected accusations and allegations that Russia and China are secretly supplying weapons to Iran. Speaking on the sidelines of the Asian foreign ministers' meeting, Mr. Lavrov called these accusations embarrassing, and he accused the West of spreading a false narrative here. But you know what? Mr. Lavrov, he did not stop there. He turned the spotlight back on the US. According to him, America has no moral authority to accuse Russia because Washington itself has been deeply involved in another conflict, the war in Ukraine. Mr. Lavrov, he argued that the US has been providing Ukraine with weapons, intelligence, and technology support, making it an active participant in that conflict. And you know, this is where geopolitics becomes complicated. Every country believes it is supporting its allies. Every country believes that the other side is interfering. America says Russia is helping Iran. Russia says America is helping Ukraine. Both accuse each other of escalating conflict. But both of them deny crossing certain red lines. And in the middle of all of this blame game, ordinary people continue to pay the price here. Mr. Lavrov, he also said something important. He argued that neither the US nor Iran would benefit from a prolonged conflict in West Asia. Instead, he suggested that there are forces trying to keep this war alive because instability serves their interest. Whether one agrees with this assessment or not, it reflects Russia's attempt to position itself as a diplomatic player while simultaneously challenging the Western narrative. Ladies and gentlemen, today the battlefield is no longer limited to missiles and fighter jets. It is also about information. Every government wants the world to believe its version of events. Every statement is carefully crafted. Every press conference becomes part of a larger geopolitical contest. And that is why Mr. Lavrov's remarks, it matters. They are not simply about Russia defending itself, they are about Moscow sending a message to Washington that it refuses to accept American accusations without pushing back. And as tension continues to rise, diplomatic war, it is becoming almost as intense as the military one. But yes, while world leaders exchange accusation, Iran is making an even bigger claim. One that, if it is true, then it could mark one of America's biggest military setbacks in this conflict.